Letter from my older self. So penny fee at recata ma home a brow ya baba way and a branty ya. Dane or becca. The neighbor saw your war, and I send a ray a beho. Anu ye eba. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Engineer Seth Owusu Ansa. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you. Hello.
Witness the rebirth of King Solomon, the persona birthed from the ashes of a phoenix, a sage from old, engulfed in the placenta of wisdom, planted in the center of motivation, knowledge, wisdom, hope, greatness, an idea planted to feed the masses, an idea that sparked him to write his first book, right in the corner where you are. Now, here we are, the chassis that holds the vehicle that drives dreams, visions, and aspirations. The only man with a motivational license. In search and inspiration, he aspires to inspire before he retires and expires. Let me leave the teasings for the main body of work, the basis, the man behind it all, the medulla oblongata behind it all. Oh, hallelujah. After listening to him, you receive some sense. Can I get some amen? Man, this legend is so ready to share with us the way, the roadmap to success, power to empower legions. Ladies and gents, Sprinters and bachelors, married and divorced, with a standing ovation, I present to you a present on this present day. Instead coming, the mastermind behind letter from my older self. On your mark, get set, as you welcome the man who is set to give you set of pieces that will set you on a different path to the whole new mindset. Engineer Set!
The basis. You better obibia say maji basis edi na maji atum na masay madaji na mabakan. The best say obi ade na adwene ene na so ebebaha, especially ya yemi afonso no. Me wiase afana nyina odasani bia pese na brabo ye nkoso ni mpuntu ekuo bia nso pese sa ekuo no enya nkoso ni mpuntu adwuma bia nso saa se wo hwe ye pontamu ni ye mantamu a in our communities nyina ye nyina pese yenya nkoso ni mpuntu se wo ba oman mu mpo a oman no ye pe nkoso ni mpuntu ana meboa na enkoso ni mpuntu a obi a epe no ye pe de ma ye ndache anase ye future enti obi a wo ho ya ne ya yete nyina ye pe enkoso ama ye dache anase ye future na ewom se menyini pi na mani de afikakra na monem be ya adwen se de ye kan nipa dodo no a na omunyini a sankoso no ana omope ema omo dache no omo nsanye dai enka nipa dodo no ana omunyini a ebe wiase na akoda ne anim guase eni areho na adenti na timi banesa de mi kan etimi to obia o eto ma eto mema eto omo makọ school eni omo amunye dai omo nko school eto omo ye Christopher omo gi nyame dipa na etimi to omo ena to omo nso a asori dem bo munye dai omo nsi hoda eto omo ye Muslims eto ahemfo mpo ahemfo etimi to omo sanso na to nkoa eto nipa bia no a wansiesie ne ho ama saa daache na ye kan wasami eni nti ne basis edi chapter 3 eba na ye besre se ansa na ye be free basis dwumadi ase no some of us ye be kofie ye de adwendwen kese na be kofie ye mu bebre ye ne adwene be di asie na ye de akosumie so ne the basis The basis. And the time is always right to get the right information at the right time to make the right decisions. And in the 25th June, basis team at Daroma, you decide to make Ebremo. And the answer now be free hakono. Na the obeto wa hana be contradict to GDB. Ana unim dada. Ebe contradict perception bia na eda utrim. Na answer now be free answer no wate. Say e kasa de bi e daachi a ase kire. Ye kasa de bi so your time a eye bra ase kire. Na wa connect daachi no anytime no e dey atoto older self and no younger self. Say you da bon sem. Na moment fiti ase with the future. Ye kasa future and any dey ben. We one of the controversial topics. I think say eba ya discuss it say obenya time travel no na bebre je chini meko na nhwehwemu bebre nso akoso afa future ho na mebisa say na wa wote han enei wote future asefa na say dia wote future asefa na say wote daachi asefa no saa na wutu anamon saa na wo bo brafa Sana will make you life decision because that is the concept of future safer. Na NMS say mumi ehun say future no ene dey a eye kwasi adey eye enra future. Sanso na nyame bo ochina eye Monday eye ene future. The American me person otiase say 2023 year ye wumi a year 2022 future. Sanso na nyame adom a 2024 ada ye nima ebe ye 2023 so future. Enye wadwen say future na ye kan ye future bia ewa tintintin bia oba benyina kwato. Eye ochina asem ne ye kan. Eye na wotwe se ne asem ne ye kan. Eye bosumi se ne asem ne ye kan. Eye afi send asem ne ka no na demo a nipa wote ase a o witness more future no na unyini na demo anso a unyini na o ben asamando. In psychology omo explore future in several contexts. Ebi mu kra ye research be bra afa ho. Na one way ya asori a obiko anase nyamesom obisom eno nso influence ne ntiase about the future ebi wunim se ena ebi nso gitum se nyame nim bibia nyame ono no ye ahyase ene emfitiase nyankopon saa de no a eda saa nipa ntiri no saa na odi dwene future ho saa na odi making decisions enti se nyame nim bibia na nyame ya ahyase ne awie nyankopon a ene ye de nyame beye eni saa gidie akoye nyina so a nipa bebree bo wiase agi atum na odi bombra na nipa no gitum se nyame nim daache dia ene ne ye den a de nyame ahyehye no eno na obenyina koye den akoto ene bezisase ye be contradict sa gidiwi na nipa bebree wo approach a omode approach future. The first approach a friend of Kesera approach. Sa Kesera approach nipa dodo ana gitum said Sarah get to no. Kesera, whatever will be. Nature say, uchu mutaya. The besia na beden. Besi sana nipa titi hanyina, wiase nyina, sana edani patrim. Said that no, the besiness ebesi. Untumi nsesano. That is the omo Kesera approach mentality no. And ebi nso gitum say God knows tomorrow. Eye nyame nenim daache. Enti wo shebre ne wo dachi ni nyina hye nyame ensem. The third approach here, the Murphy's Law approach. Ebi mo approach future with Murphy's Law approach say, wo ye den ade ebe say na be den. Ebe say, opa yere wo ho, ebegu ebe den, ebegu. Enti won momodin na ye den, egu. Ana say on pre ne ho na akosai because e den ebe say. Samson ye wo omo the predictable approach towards the future. Say future be anyhow. Na ade nipa no ohyehyɛ to ho na enu na bam. Enti nipa na creating the future e ma ne ho. Aha a basis. Aha ye ka no kre. No kwasem ne say da chinya ade bia e twen wo se obenyina koto. Saron so na enye fixed say uchi umutan a eno a na be den ebeba. Da chi no enuanom eye ne. Da chi ne ya ade na oye ne ne no ene na be kire de ebesi wo kina. Na said ya wotie nei. Said ya wotie nei. Wa brabo unsusuye utibia mu nei. Eye decisions are we taking enra anase mfie bi atwam ene wodo abedu pesa pempenso we. Na said ya enenso obeye no eno ne be kire said ya daachi anase ochina no ebeye. Na so obi person ti future see ye pa just say nipa no or time travel so ase. Achinie bebre ko so ha obi so if so on your opportunity na obe travel ko ni future no akohu ne daache no aba back no abesesa no ebi so say on pe kra ye den ehu because the ebesia na be den ebesi o kwa hwa ye den because na adwene mu no e na say the ebesia na ebesi. No crane is a time travel a fiction. Scientifically, and no cresa. And you're possible say nipa bit ma reverse time. Sounds when you're possible say nipa bit ma forward the time. But what time travel is all about is about the imagination. Now, me person obi ati ase na obeza say simple if there is that opportunity na say you see time travel ne ko wonima. You will go there and see nothing. Because a idea will create unyandru hon create and tinya de besi. And you move there and see a blank you. O she mu a onya dey because unyandru ho. And the future nya de bia exist unless we imagine. Share me proof ni. Me nim baby awote. Minim said ye wo dan ma siesie sitie. Minim say wa ware wo ma. Minim say wo nware oguso adi suja. Sanso na minim say bia wa to car pen na za wo nto car pen. Ejidi say mubudo na to car pen. Sanso na minim adwuma wo ye. But say wa ware pen ya. Na say wa ware wo ma. Say wo nware ye. Impo atare a wo seba ene no. Baby a wo tisesi e no. E future wan kasa wo create ma ho. Some time ago, enunti ene wo experiences are there in your life. Now until say what create no. Entumi mmam sa. Until say what she bibi ama ho no. Bibi magically entumi nsi sa e wo abrabom. Ye nyina ye wo Ghana ha. Da ben na East Legon Business Executive Club by e na nsen ya omu create ye. Omu dwene ko future. Ehun say say na be na omu che baaye e na isi aba begina. Said ye na mumu te hei. Na ye ni bibia ye frɛ ni basis. until the team no back together 2022 ekika o madwini bo mu ejije adwenkyerɛ fi nipa bebre ho ɛne nti nene yetimi projecting into the future ɛne 25th June ɛne nyina tete a yɛba besuade. And until you are able to project into the future and create it and imagine it and take the steps towards it, there will be nothing there. Now, some person will take future as any time travel here. I think say I was here facing Nibi. So today, the curious case of Benjamin Button. This is a very classic story. Paramount Pictures, anyone abroad for a producer on the bar out in 2008. Now, movie here, the trailer, I say, whether the future exists, whether old age exists, whether younger age exists, nipa aye den a obey den ubewu. Na sebi wonyini mpoba fomo a obey den ubewu na nkantum onyina den akosro. Na afei na mekasa no medru pomponso pa. Mesre na ode wadwene ne waso abadem ha. Mepesi esusu bribi ho. What if we are rather living life backwards with our age being deducted from our actual total age? What if say nipa umfie ne fixed na ebra unyini ko anim na so ye den eti de me pese obi ate ase ne se ne be ya obetima ate abrabo ase no se ne be ya obetima aye preparation towards the future no, you have to be able to project into the end, into the future. And so now travel about backwards, no living forward. The me can put a casemuno a very controversial kakra as a besando one mucho. Me the BB and Fatum. Acquire say architect and professional civil engineers. Before so bones a dance hono. You did can't sit down or computer so a print it a paper so. And the answer na contract and be mobilizing power site no. Na adwene no or imagination what you are going to build. No designer. Said muti asese nyankopon designer. No designer will go to the site and I say will go to the field without having in mind the person or den or build it. Yeah, pamadi. And to bet me to twa ntoma abra anyone adwene atare style ya wopam. The American fatu to abrabon ho. Say, oh, that sorry, Emma Adiachi, Ama Bosumi aba, Ama na watchi aba, Ama afiaba no. Dear na woo susu or wadunimu datin, watching aba, and prim say, who live your life no towards achieving it. Say, Oko Babrin shopper. Na baba wo you tino nim style wo yi. Utimi tuane sika man say o de jai na menya dey na menko mu say ababia o yi kwei style na wo kire no na nya no no e den on say how san emu bebrabra bo na ye yemi bu ho ye nim hairstyle mpa ye den ye pe na kantum ye imagine say train be fata ye ana say mfata ye fato to abrabon ho eninti na basis ye ba say ye ba be kire say if it is possible, say, older self, no, strong woman, the abra younger self, no, and na, dear no better than a D. Dear no better say, yeah, mammy, na that would lose me, ma memobo, and I say, and in Guasiana day, ankame. Now let's delve into the younger self and the older self concept. Nipe bia uti asibiano. You grow younger and older at the same time. Enti yeti haya me start say make say a second ago you were younger. A second now you are older. A day ago you were younger. And then Oh yeah, older. A month ago, in April, in May, in January, you were younger. And now you do June, you are older. And the Ebrana who enjoy older no, sa Breno so now we are younger. And the younger self now oshaye into our older self. Now Ebrana copy second into you move be ye. And into basis chapter 1 no, near topic near how old are you? How old are you? Trese me ko ye biase. Na papa na me ko na ye no, no da makoma so pa no adi mfie 50. E no wu ye na ko na ye. Na me hwe sebe moni me funu da ho. Na me nso mfie sata me di mfie 33. Na che se nipa timi wu at 50 a. Na che se aka me 17 years pe na sa mfie na ye den. Aso but no kwasem wo mu ni say enfie bia ka onipa bia wa asase so no wodi mu 1/3 be sa ada averagely in Ghana ya pom din system nye ya duane system nye ya how doors ya dwendwen doors and the life expectancy of obi a we Ghanaian bia no averagely 66 years ema nyame ada roma minim se de osi bo mo minim se mema na show mo ntia a man nyini averagely at 69 and sana mawu a mema de 64 years averagely na chere se nipa wo kwa wo ba nyina no ade achi ade se nyina no se wo be di 66 years and sana wo wu a udi mu 1/3 be den e be da udi mu 22 years cumulatively be da ene calculating fi a wadi na sisin obusuam averagely nipa age omudi ansa na omuwu na sisin fi aka woni ma da woni hu edi atwen members any audience nyina adwen ba so say se sa na de anim dia eni atwase ye bibi na etime pusi ye nkwanfie na yeden akonanim e wo se ye bibi na ye nkwanfie mpo so a ye betima te so aba ansa na ewu akwa asamando de atiane say untimi mfo tse o age up a time any decide and the clock no no whether you reverse the time anti-clockwise or you obama time na clockwise direction no e den a obrebe den e beso o party bompaye na wie mu mpaye e den a obeden obewu. Now the period between your younger self and your older self no akwa said the wo hwe sini na wo hwe ne ye wan kasa na ye main character wom sa sini no ene wo life and at the point in time obeja say sini hwe no na yes wo wu wan kasa wo hwe sini a na wan kasa na ye main character but will you act bad in your own movie? But I tell you, most of us are acting bad. Most of us are even acting in our own movie without a script. Yeah, living life, without any imagination of set the person a future. Na mumi enye mugo kakra. Se ocean pempenso a ye nyina ye duru ya. Yem projecting into the future how some of us will look like. We President John Ajekunkwofo, former president. Since in the current video, the current state president, Jack, Gentle Jack, or Tiwichemu, automated one. Last 2 weeks, Oboko Prempeh College, Eko launché officially in the assembly hall Modiatono. Osi Africa mu or Tiwichemu no see form. That is how old age will look for some of us. Se umpo, eda wani mo be kwa eden, okwa koto. Now, that is how some of us will also look like. Maybe at 10 years to come. And I said 20 years to come. Okay, my fine boy. Next time, I'm fine, kakra. And I'm going to me try some editing, but me edit and he's saying, I'm in me dancing. So, that is my younger self at my current state. And this is my older self. And it's a opa ukofia download the face app ni bi. Na hwe wo ho. Na hwe wo nyini se de be. Na print sa picture no. Na fa bo say engineer said to say sa dey we. Me hwe na me nye dey. Me kai dachi. How I will look. Yen ko the next person so near hwe no. We are me brava ko o ma me kwan se me nyusu. O hwe ne daach no atun say yes. Said the nim tie ne said the wrinkles ne tie no sa na daach obey dey. Obeye. Yan go the next person so ne hwe. Oh, picture be any. Enti the biggest question for today, and it said, how old will you be in 10 years from now? But imagine, say, Otia Sisi, Oti Beza Sisi, Oti Meneno, and fear wedding for 10 years, then a can. How old will you be in 20 years from now? The person with business say, in 2033. How old will you be? In 2043, which is 20 years from now, how old will you be? And how will you even look like? Now in 30 years since where? 2063. 2053. Now the question is, if you're able to project into 10 years of your life, if you're able to project into 20 years of your life, if you are capable to project into 30 years of your life. I was saying, can be that system say kind of correct. One way 10 years no emet obi wa ha. Sounds on one way 20 years no ensan metu obi e den. E wa 9 cantum 30 years. But then say asema ebe any addition years utie ni ya ubetimi a project age no amana konanim. Ubetima science atraye bi ewo nyema bim ama age yanka wo sem ka wudi no umfie na eden akonanim. Na 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, where will you be living? Ehem fa na obetena aba obra. Obetena ngran. And answer obeko back to Ekurase. Na nkrampo a betena na hem fa na edan be mu e na betena bisa ho sa asem bisa yi eno hu mu aye na eba no eno hu mu aye na wo sa letter no a older self no ultra bra pempren say ye bibi ma no na anim gwanse anka no dachi. Now how will you be living in 20 years from now? Some of us, if we add 30 years to our age, we have no clue where we will be living. We have no clue how we will be living. And we have no clue to what we will be doing at that time. Medical come say there what future as if no. Say what you say e dey anyame be dey. E be ni ntina uni clue no. What you say e dey an obenyina kopem. Eni ntina ompentem ensiesie sa adaache no. Ene be izase ye kyerɛkyerɛ. Sisa sa adwene no. Na nyame adomo 30 years from now, 20 years from now, even now, because 10 years now is your 10 years ago past. Automatically they make any say. See a wedding, a CM and fear wedding 10 years ago. Did you imagine to be living like this at this time? And 10 years to come, how will you be living? And will your life be satisfied to you? Ubenya regrets, or you feel satisfied. Say, decisions I'll make here, no, Abuama or Dutch and Yankoso. Now, that is the letter that we are going to discuss. Now, did you kind know? I won't say a topic near letter for my older self. Name the letter to my older self. And a younger self, needy can try a command the older self. Now, mummy and tea cat and moonself.
Dear older self, it is with much anticipation that I'm writing to you this letter. I would like to have a confidential talk with you. I really want to know by asking one important question. Your answer will go a long way to guiding my immediate decisions and actions. Kindly, what are the most important things I should do and consider to work on now that I am much younger? I will be much grateful if your response to this letter is blunt and honest. Looking forward to hearing from you within the shortest possible time. Thank you. Yours faithfully, younger self.
Wayne Krata. For the next or younger self, no, extra come out older self in 10 years to come, in 20 years to come, or in 30 years to come. Now, question no three me and say, what are the most important things that I should do or consider, or I should work on right now? Abraham Misa, send a bear, me drew no, me nyamobo. Now, mummy and take crata, older self, and also yeah, then a trouble the younger self.
Dear younger self, I pray this letter finds you well. I am happy and proud that you have contacted me in this crucial moment of your life. It is with much happiness that I received this letter. I am well assured that you have gained some level of consciousness to work on your current situations for a fulfilled future. I promise to be honest and blunt with my answer. There are 5 important decisions and efforts to be made in the quest of achieving the anticipated future. Kindly find attached the list for the 5 important things to take notice of and work on them. Thank you. Yours faithfully, older self.
When you crata older self, no throw the bright younger self, no, in reply. Now, these are the 5 things that the older self wants you to do. These are the 5 things that the older self in 10 years to come, in 20 years to come, in 30 years to come, wants you to consider. That's very important. The first thing is accept full responsibility for your life. Older self, but say, younger self at this age, you know, Ujitu say, Obrano, any dear one casaway den, wabo. A woman, your bomber crane besi uswa. A bejina one casa, usu. Peninfota ka sembi, say, a media, any a yedianya day. Oh. Sanka uti ase na nka be me de papa se eye me dia o ye fie ni o eni mi fie ni o nyedai me ka ani o ye ka ani o nyedai ense me mpabo ani o ye mpabo ani o nyedai ye dan ni o eni me dan ni nyedai ense na sebi esuno brekuo kra ene suno dabon so de ne kra nipa mienu bi anyedai ense obra ne de wan kasa wabo. And to older self, no child will say, accept the responsibility. Starting today, Mr. Don't complain. Don't complain. Now nobody owes you anything. Don't. Won't mean fan shall buy. Won't mean fan shall for. Won't mean fan share obi. Won't mean fan shall yere. Untimi find she will say on na older self and another younger self na we will say. And anything on the basis as a wabano. Say oh ba betie na wa fa mu aba no watima sesan wo shebre. And I say odachi. A baby construction site adwuma bi anameye. The cancer assembly 2011 e wo da senior high school pen. Say Messi ni baako. Abribi obebe adwuma bi an no anwa mo no de ba no pa. Na anwa mo no de ba oya no achim onza anwa mu na bi di no toatoa omu di ni se da mu di eto no nti ochima na anwa ne ye den e sone o di nyina e anwa de enye o anwa de wudi abewu o anwa de ese yo oya papa panyin na ni afi oya young engineer untimi nkasa na nim David ya meka da avem se papa ya den ka se aja ene ento anwa mu ne de en biem papa ne ka chenza anwa mu no no anaye Sani emu bebre abrabo na eden akoye. You don't have to complain. Ti ase se abrabo no ejina wan kasa wo so. Ewom megitum no kure se ansa na obi ba frudua no. Na obi ayeden. Oh just obi ayeden. But I tell you say wonya wadwen so ba frudua obi na obi pian. Enti na me se frudua na obi ayeden. A piano. Ebi nso ka se boafo na. Tubo hu taxi driver bi no atragu ne ka achi. Boafo na. Te ka no ka ya tra ni achire boafo na bia ye ka. Number ni esi ya na Z. Was the azon te kakra especially ka na omo fa 37 station one. Boafo na. But the net, Tiasi obis as a boaphobia no chain, one cassa. So, person would die to Mrs. 10 years to come, 20 years to come, 30 years to come. Accept full responsibility for your life. And your motto ho and procrastinate. Oh, what can I may? Oh, I dear Chiamay. Oh, meaning next year may. Oh, there miss yes, car. Oh, there say in so talk. Oh, there yababo. A pebble banamaya. Oh, say. And your motto now 1 second ago. You'll be younger, and 1 second afterwards, you'll be older. When you better to know, no one damn dear, no one you need. We can remember our SS days. We can clearly remember. You could tie a cup, a dining hall. Saturday may be seen and you will be a capture. We can clearly remember. I say, Yenra. I did say I was winning. Now I will now, ma. No be busa whole school fees. And no one send me again. It is your life. It is your movie. You are the main actor. Act it well. Your word says you read the book be. Say the gods are not to be. The gods are not to. Untimim blame God no they wale. It is your anger issues that got you there. And don't even blame me, don't even blame me, don't even blame me, Papa, you can say more. Says a Ghana hang out there too. Kobe be a day. Don't even complain. Accept full responsibility for your life. Because your one person now be decide your future. The second thing, your older self no per se I see at our younger selves. And it's a value your health. Value your health. Emu mapum dia nimtia mesrebo. Se dachu betina hwiche mu a. Se dachu sisi belok ya. Se dachu be ye mobo na se wo beben wontemu a ene me still say value your health. There can be say your health is your wealth. Nipa be brinti ase. One way a bedroom rebi no. Sika no abeyi akoto aduro no. Anhwe anu anya bi. Value your health. En kan kire won se pintin bi adame mesrew. Enya aduane bia na eden ye di. Se wo we srade wo to banku wo di fufuo. Enam da woni srade kaguro wo we anwe. Na wo we akoto yam. Wo simple ntimi anwesa na won so no. Mesrew eat well. Aduane na wudi no eno ene be kire se obenyina che kama anase obenyina che mobomobo Ebra ye basis chapter 1 no ye tonsa frɛ yenu abaako bi e frɛ ni Joel o church say most of the illness are yare no ni nyina majority of them are metabolic diseases na che say they will get them from aduane a yedi. Mr. Aduane no ade sign ye dey eni at some particular age ye will be ani kwasa o de call yam ebema wu abentem unim ene make I was ni how old are you no it determine the life expectancy at the average of 66 for both male and female and the average of 69 for female and the average of 64 for male no. Now there's some 5 causes of death. Also the first cause of death, which is stroke. In 2020, World Health Organization and the Ghana Health Service almost started saying just Ghana ha their chain nipa bebre ko owom a stroke. How do we get stroke? You do any day. And can't you say heredity? Unya hu ni ntemu a ubetima ye den aso ano abon ho ban etimi a regularize no. Mesremo mo amutie me e obezase chapter 3. Abribia try say ube maintain a very healthy digestive system. Se bre so se ukọ baabi so ato bu na yi bibia ye den efrim. Ya meka na some to the meka na se. Empentem nya bi wom. Oh, se mpanimfo wa ha. Ana me sentimu biem. Nya time ekoti afi. Nya time empty onsono no. Nya time ma no. Enya nyama bi nwuma ne nche. It will cause great havoc to you. That ya ubenu ho. Enka so me dey 3 days ni. Me dey 1 week ni. Uba. Ti nyama na na ewesi na hemfa na efa pie akam. Mahu bi. Ani pan yakwa ya pan nsunu mu a ye chin emu nyama egum nyina ye den. Epia bonten asa apam ne skin na sa to so. You best monitor your mental health. The American older self na catch wo because in 2033, in 2043, there's going to be a serious pandemic on our mental health. Depression, sorry, and it will be worse in next 10 years to come and next 20 years to come. Because most of us are glued to our phone. With much of them, with our phone. The whole day, 2 days, 3 days. No said them no nipa. Depression, monitor your mental health. It is a very serious issue. Bomodiana exercise. Me see bomodiana ya wo so ne wo de. Te said de me ni bi. Me skepe 100. Na ma wie. Ana enye eye dan nothing ana. O de ya me de ni bi. Me de me na wotwe na wotwe. Afi na mbeza me no 3 days. Na ma say movie about 1 day. Bomodin exercise ma wo daachi. Na wo mpomu nya den. Yes, I have a tem. Ben fat ni bigu. Yes, I daachi ebe accumulate ya akọ baby ebe di ubone daachi. Sanso na bomodin na check up. Yare na ebe ku 10 years time no. Enne day. Anaso ochina sa okọ check up a ubetime hu esi ano kwan. Enka se nyame beye. Bomoden uko check up so a ko ye de wo se enko nchenchen de ni bio ko ba bia ubetimanya the correct results a ubetimetu wan amon e bia e ye wo se ni boarding me si e bia ye wo se ni boy den enu a wo beto ni boarding check up no bomoden afi no ya chem half wo de no once a year ye no June. The following year, June, no as I then. Ako ebi, ko check your blast too. Ko check your BP no. Ko check your moja. Ko check your akoma. Ko check your kidney function. Ko check it because da wanim. Ye na minimum. Anka o check ya anka o ye den. Uhun ye. Misrew do that. Sounds so na won't send a boarding, but if it's possible. Mr. Your health insurance. Health insurance na Mr. say ye private ni bi e ma ho. Na minim da say para e bi 200 cedis. Sounds na para e bi 2 cedis. Na just say para bi sunu para. But the wo de ba hospital na doctor ni betima kire say me tro drum we ma wa betima e den. Ato ana say wontimi nto. Your health insurance ma ho. Enka say wo ya ma insurance for na fa e di. E wo da chinti. Because yare bi wo ho a echewa we health insurance at the bar hospital no bit mama doctor akase yenye operation suddenly and ase kofi kogu eti mesre moment fan kwa adwendwem o won so a try na monitor wo BMI wo body mass index check it say wo ye kese a check it o phone so a check na try na maintain mesre mo at every point in time as we grow we should sleep. There will be a serious pandemic in the year to come, in 10 years to come, in 20 years to come. That will be the lack of sleep. Many people will die from lack of sleep. 8 hours, regularizing. Say 7 hours are regularizing. Ma enna emeye wo dadwene enka se wo burn midnight candle. You are killing yourself. You are attracting stroke. who are trying to take heart attacks. Sounds na to the be a moment na yen rest when it is necessary. Because last year and this year, and we are conducting census, population census. At the time when Ghana statistician, we didn't want to announce na team because lack of sleep cumulatively for 3 days or 4 days. Onyana, and go we are. Quebec ko yen fine, but in Kenya kontiasi. Edu time I was out die then. Da. Edu time I was out rest then. Rest. So what's out for drumpo? Now da. Ebeboa. Never born nipedia. The third thing now, older self no person was shining so. And he said, teach yourself money. Teach yourself money. Said the real city kon nyama bebre besesa. Sika sem ento to ye e ba besesa. E wi say dane akọ cashless system. One way ya nipa ye pocketless. And so no nam no wuska. And I'm going to make a dream. She said, oh, transaction business, I can't know why then. No, send it. What's them? What's me a bank transaction? What's them? What's me a Jumatiaka? ASA. Soon I said, yeah, no. Yes, I'll bet you come. I was at this time, at your younger ages, you know. I also said, the pesca. In Pesamakas is kind of yardina, and so I know crazy kind of yardin. And then, or Facebook, YouTuber, and Kophobic, and a Sika say, and a Sika will fear Kodania day. Monday with a penny beaker. And so them the Beckham who says, Sika will fear Kodasunko. And I'm on a menage. Sika will fear Koradia. Sika ni fear a cry sooner day. Soon said ye Krasika. Once you obey mobile Sika for moon. Once you a good time I was a Sika solve problem. Bobom paya ba Sika in your day. Emba. Sansuna, Sia said ye Yesika. Sia said ye Bosika Tanasie, Emanica. A morning Robisika. My friend, I catch them, Obisica and Yemisica. Into more billions, Mensumo, Meso, enemy dear. Mediana may pray, many mro dear. Sia said your banking system, no, a year Juma. Sia. Samson as how our budget on Yema. Says Adiana Okotono, a new budget in Mamma, Miss Onya Day. And Sia said, your budget in Yema, said you live according to budget. And yes, 2024, 2033, 2043, obey Mobo. Who do Sika Beko Adia, any cancer we are then? Oto. Samson as the time value of money. Was in Bidabia America. Say last year, April, 2022 April. You got on chance to dine for board nine biso. Chance to dine are losing, you know. They shame 20, no. One packet shame 20, no. You got on 600 cities. April 2023. Ugo Buzas are same chance to dine now. 1,400 cities. That is the time value of money. I was a Usian, what my convert Sika into another form one. A benini, and yes, sir. Usika Nukuta say, not a sotiana edding, eti. I also was cabby, until me found Tadia Dach on Pesoto. Said an announcement yet 30 cities. I announcement I will do 90 cities. So once you have time value of money, a bit of time when he mounts, announcement got 300 cities. Sika edawa esote but o converted the yard for fra eden enyini sua anya sa 2023 and 2043 obey mobo Samson and kase economic inflation rate utie news na discuss anya man enchim free wo e fa wo ho sua sa de ne tiase enkochi mu nto baby. And it's a discussion be called who read the graphic news so try to understand because eye dey a beba be affect you. Say na be abun ha wa be monitor wonyema. Ade ebu ho ekoso wo mantemu a on. Enyi wa dream fini so. E wo economic implications e wo so. Fane say wo store nim ye yi kwan. Enam say ye yi kwan nti adavete kwan no te say omo wo osino ene anyinam ene himfa biem kura ene enkokọ de so my ene konongo omo ba be bypass na je say wa store na e wo kwan ho nyina no market na wa attract no sa market no bi nye dey e ma biem ko he enkokọ before star obi anto because ya bypass kwan na e dey afa nwura mu kura enti enka semfa ho e fa wo ho inflation rate fa wo ho plan anya sa osika no ni nyina be kofom. They talk so nine how older 7% na what here and they say invest in quality relationships and family. You was saying be a taka. You see nipa denso enye dey. Ya nwene nam. E kire say nipa wo nchen a nipa utimi nyini che. Ana mo nchen nso. There were lonely no. Ewuo eto ne ntem. At old age, what kills most people? Loneliness. So many more may catch them on it. So I will take quality relationship. I say, Mr. Oya Bomodin Kuti Apostle Joshua Selma. The sermon on quality relationship. Your relationship, I was so force Emma Safon Yeden, a boa sitting them, you nipa me and Sambia. It was so force Emma Safon Yeden. Bob, I was a wunya lawyer. Oh, brother, also wunya doctor. They are tossing 9% can also wunya policeman. Because I had answer for me and saying, I was a will be contact our phone swap because Bibi Toa Sanko for me and saying, bit me to charge you a tool for. I'm a sad and no brass, and as a sad no, what's my bon home buying a free home. Mr. Ramo, it is time for some of us to invest in our families. I also will show back. So when you have been also this career and I also will show off as more because any pain the benini about so mu unkokrabim. One way baby abetanano. Offer CBA 2 and school fees be never can oh offer. But I bet na maintain na main show because what boy me pain. Say drew a year time one, Mr. Oko. And Cassa will crew my baby for Anos. Conye anim of fear, one way I died, and can sit down to me a day, and never call back. Call now, crowd will be him say, oh, what they now near the tree, and why then? One banya brabon uncle you. But don't matter the making answer. Sounds they do public gatherings, via noa, family gatherings are sorry for our shame because a one and power. Senebia and Nipabeka sound. Senebia and Nipabe Juno, Senebia Ubibe from Pabusa, saying what to say. Papa be or then a phone. A call repair or say young repair man. Repair and say, oh, for to be any phone. No. Oh, now then afford to be another 3 months in my man frame. Mr. Way, Papa, my woman, day, ain't here. Train and crown a bang home. Send a bear dachino, Ombina, almost a bit matching why day. A bang home. They are tossing 9. And it said in 2033, in 2043, in 2053, Nyama be best some we say with respect to technology. When we are better come, and ya dia young phone bears is still beam. AI never take you over the system. Cashless system never take you over the system. One way a car quite about Ghana, no, this is a Tesla and started by electric. They say one has self-drive. A bed bus is here. Na ben na Uber ba Ghana taxi driver for beji omojuma. Da ben. Any 5 years, another 5 years. But imagine 10 years in addition, how it will be. Mr. Don't be left out in technology. Don't be left out. One way ya ubekam ebe yo say nyame na adome wo na nye nyame na adome na technology a wonye dey unim e papa mafo o starting if it adwuma nyina ka wonim ye pan ye Bedford twam no anu na wie ye so magazine nyame sesa no anya dey wan sesa ne ho nyame sesa ho bi learn new technology sua IT sua coding sua software ebedume bi ye kasa besesa ye kan bo se term bi bebemu a wanye conversant to the new technology terms I'll be twam the ama Elon Musk mo yero mo nyina no artificial wives kura ye den oh ana mo hu ye artificial wives ye den tie man mo nyina pintin go se nyame adon na metima ko to $1 million wife nam na ba no nage on family court enkoje manja padea enemede that is how the future looks like and you know what ha any live 2023 but our project here for future say you have an AI wife you bring an AI robot and the most robot will take automation be fire move bebre adwuma sia how I operate a computer how I make my phone susia and think come yes I be mobo Samson ametwe obi adwen about YouTube so in some few years to come YouTube will spread out to be one of the best universities ever because whatever you want to learn no oko YouTube the yanso betima search right obetima nya process na asua de wo fie de meka say bewie de meka nyina ne say de Tommy Road bo no nyom no na o kan no nyom susu biribi mu no o ka say de ye kan nyina mfa ne say wo de wunyini nche to de mfa ho o say de arewo no say e bia na wanyina che e bia na wa yeden na wanya busua papa nso anka ho wanya yere papa na say kunu papa anka ho obeye mobo because e bia na wan say nya japade bia nta wachi indika ni nene toto wa kwan starting any project into the future that you want where you want to live start planning it now because nobody can create your own future except yourself. Mesdames.